Hi, my name is Lian Nacianceno, and today I will be sharing with you my growth and development. The first stage is infancy and toddlerhood. I was born on December 8th in Iloilo, Philippines, and I was 6.3 pounds at birth. Overall, my physical development was right on track, although I was small in stature and had little hair. By 6.5 to 7 months, I knew how to sit by myself and grasp things. By the 8-month mark, I knew how to put a stand. And finally, by the age of 1, I knew how to walk. As for my cognitive development, I learned how to respond to the native Filipino language of Visaya. Today, because of that infancy and exposure to the language, I still speak Visaya. I also memorized the faces of my primary caregivers, my grandparents, and my parents, even though my parents left me for some time in the Philippines with my grandparents. Socially, as a baby, I had some strange anxiety, but I grew to overcome this once I surrounded myself with more people. At the age of 1, I moved to Guam and began to stay with my older brother and my parents full-time. After the age of 2, of course, early childhood begins. At this stage in life, my phenotypical genes began to show, and it showed that I was more on my mom's side. I had a huge growth spurt, and by the age of 4, I knew how to run and walk smoothly. I was pretty tall for my age at that time, and my rapid growth in height carried on until adolescence. I hear your laugh. Socially and emotionally, I grew up to be a happy girl, and I played with my brother a lot, and whenever I go back to the Philippines, I'd always play with my cousins. My family provided a warm and loving environment to grow up in. My parents gave me secure attachment and were always there when I needed them. My culture and family structure made it easy for me to trust my parents. You're not scared of anything at all. Don't know if Snow White's house is near or far away, but I'm glad the best day. I went to daycare between the ages of 4 and 5 and made a lot of peer relationships, but I don't distinctly remember all of them. I do remember being one energetic kid who participated in a lot of cooperative play. When I turned 6, my little sister came into my life, and this changed me in where it gave me more responsibility at home. I became more independent, and I gained a little weight between the ages of 5 and 6. As for cognitive development, I participated in a lot of make-believe play with my sister, and had a little egocentric personality, where I would center moments like these, like my birthday, on myself. I viewed my own perspective over everyone else's perspective. Like most children in this stage, I had a sense of magical thinking, where I thought that things I couldn't explain only happened because of magic. Father, his strength is making me stronger. God smiles on my little brother. Inside and out, he's better than I am. I grew up in a pretty house and I had space. At the age of 7, I moved to California with my family. My physical, social, emotional, and cognitive development all excelled and was on track. Within middle childhood, I began to gain a little bit more weight, and this stayed on until I joined sports and did more activities at school. I took part in school activities that involved games with rules. I was more excited for school, and cognitively, I had good memory, which came from my love for reading. In the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, I became top reader at Reed Elementary School. As for my social experience within this age range, I did not participate in sports, but I still made a lot of friends. 2 of these friends I still make contact with while they're in California and I'm here on Guam. At the age of adolescence, I moved back to Guam and started the 6th grade at Agata Johnston Middle School. Physically, I was still tall for my age, but put off some of my weight because I joined activities at school such as volleyball, basketball, and cross country. A little of my weight also came off when I went into menarche. My attitude about my body image changed and I became more self-conscious. So I took the time to exercise daily and eat healthy.
It's true. I'll take pieces of you with me. I'll take parts you never knew. And one day
Fortunately, my physical development did not collide with my cognitive, social, or emotional development. I still excelled in school and made healthful relationships with all my friends. At the end of middle school, I reached my goal and promoted as the class valedictorian. Although I joined many clubs such as the Student Body Association, National Junior Honor Society, and various sports like volleyball and basketball, I still managed to keep my priorities up. Much of the faithful relationships and friendships that I made in middle school I still keep today. A lot of people would call me the social butterfly in middle school, and I stayed true to that name because of all the things that I did. And I don't regret doing those things because they shaped me into the young woman that I am today.
I took them 'cause I need you. I took them to be mine.
These social skills carried up until high school as I joined a lot of organizations and also went to a lot of social events. I also started to develop my moral compass and grew in my religious group, Catholicism. I began to take part in my church community and lecture during masses.
You will always be mine.
I kept most of my friendships in high school, and I stuck to volleyball and NHS, National Honor Society.
You will always be my dear.
I still kept close relationships with my parents and my family overall. They support me in all the things that I do. Now for the most recent stage that I am currently in, early adulthood. I turned 18 at the start of my senior year in high school. In the Filipino culture, the age of 18 marks womanhood, and my parents had a debut celebration. Physically, I gained a little bit more weight because of my age, but I still participated in sports, and I became the yearbook editor. My height stopped increasing, and I am stuck at 5 feet and 4.5 inches. It became harder for me to maintain my weight, but I have to eat right and exercise daily.
Kick back and relax, yeah, it was pure.
I'm under a lot of stress from daily responsibilities and from schoolwork, but with the help of family, friends, and my hobbies, I can overcome all that stress.
My days would always start with Lian Nacianceno.
I reached my high school goal and graduated as part of the top 10 in my class at George Washington High School. I am now looking to pursue a career in the medical field while attending here at the University of Guam.
Just you.
My physical, social, emotional, and cognitive development all helped to shape the woman that I am today. Additionally, cultural and environmental factors have helped shape the me that I am today, and I wouldn't change a thing.